The Full Circle with DC. And a very, 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 very good day, everybody. My name is DC. I am the host of The Full Circle. And today I have got an incredible guest. Oh, he is an absolute legend. We go back. His name is Andi Chan. Boom, 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 boom. Hello, Andy.
Hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so basically Andy has created his own Full Circle. He has devised 5 songs and he's going to tell us how he's linked these 5 songs together, and he's made his own Full Circle. We're also going to just talk a bit about how we know each other, how we got to be friends at the world famous James Paget Hospital in Great Yarmouth, and also just talk a bit about what Andy's up to these days, because actually the last time we sort of actually were together face to face was 2017, 2018, isn't that right?
Yeah, that's it's been a long time. Last time we actually spoke, I think it was in 2017, long time ago, and it was just, I think I've kept you on my PlayStation for that amount of time, and I see you online sometimes, and I just wondered how you were doing, and I think we got back in touch not too long ago, and here I'm on the Full Circle podcast, which is great.
Sorry to talk over you. Is this your podcast debut?
It is my podcast debut, yeah. I've not done like a podcast like this, but I've always wanted to try and actually speak on a podcast that's somewhere, and I'm very delighted to be invited. Thank you for having me.
No, absolute honor. And actually, do you want to? You're the first person to do this remotely, so thanks so much for being up for this. Do you actually want to tell everyone where you are at the moment?
Yes, so I'm actually in Hong Kong right now, and I've been back since I think 2018-19, and I finished my FY2 back in 2017. And like everyone else, you obviously wanted to do an F3, which I did, and I spent 2018 back in Hong Kong to be with my family, my mother, and see some friends, and then I did the licensing exam in 2019. Fortunately passed. And then started working in Hong Kong in the midst of the pandemic. The COVID 2020 was the year that I actually became F1 again. In that whole year, I did 4 rotations, and then it was hell. And then after that, went on to do my, they call it being a resident. I did a residency, like a 1 year in A&E, and then I did another year in radiology. And now I'm in family medicine. So I've been there since April 2023. So I've been here for 2 years now. It's been great.
No, amazing. No, that sounds absolutely incredible. And great to have you on, and great to have you on from Hong Kong, which is, Are you enjoying Hong Kong life?
Yeah, it's really busy, and people are generally very rushed. But I'm glad to be back in Hong Kong, and where I actually grew up for the first 10 years of my life. And then after that, went to the UK when I was like 11. So now that I'm back, I've been back for a few years, like 5 years, 6 years. It's been really good. I do miss the UK though, like obviously. It's where I grew up also. I do miss my friends, like back in Dulwich and back in like uni and stuff, and also you. Gonna have to give a shout out to Adavan Sugumar, and also Oliver Bloom. They were the people that I met when I was in FY1. I met Deb in FY2, so that was really good. Hong Kong has been okay since the COVID pandemic, but now I want to go back to the UK at some point. So
yeah. No, fair play. And and just to clarify, just so some people, just in case, so FY2 is second year doctor, and FY3 is the colloquial term that a lot of people use when you want to take a break in between our training. So that's very common, and just in case some people don't know what those terms mean. So let's talk a bit about how we know each other. So yeah, you've already mentioned it. So we knew each other from Paget on the surgical wards, and we also had also gamed. And I came to yours, and I think we had some fun gaming sessions. I think you let me try your VR. I can't remember. Was it Resident Evil? I can't remember what game it would have been.
It was Resident Evil. Yeah, Resident Evil. Yeah, that was the PSVR one, which came out in 2017. Now I remember, now that you actually mentioned it, I remember you coming to the flat that I was living in. I think it was like in 100 Union Street in Norwich or something.
You've just doxed your address.
I don't live there anymore. It's fine. Just go find the guy who lives there now. It's fine. And we played VR, which was fun. That's when the VR came out, the first one, and the first PlayStation VR, and it was really good. But it was really scary. They have a PlayStation VR 2 now, but I think they're going to stop producing it because I don't think the units are selling very well. The graphics are actually much improved. So a blast from the past.
So yeah, that was really, really fun. And we're going to do a full circle. So shall we begin with the first song, Andy? Do you wanna tell everyone what the first song is that you've chosen for the full circle today?
Sure, yeah. So the first song that I've chosen is The Power of Love by Huey Lewis. Huey. And it's a song that's in the film, a sci-fi film, Back to the Future. I think everyone should know this. It's just a really good song about like love and about romantic and friendship love as well. So, and it's sort of what I'm going through right now and in my life. It's it's a powerful thing, you know, and I just want to use this song as the first song of my full circle and try and link to the second one. The second one, should I start with the second one?
Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah. Why don't you? Okay, so that's cool. So why don't you tell everyone what the second song is, and then we'll go for the first feature.
The link to the second song is a song called Earth Angel, which is also a Back to the Future song. It's a song that was in the film when they were doing the enchantment under the sea dance, and when Marty goes back to the future, try and get their mom and dad to kiss. Yes, I don't want to do any spoilers, but yeah, you should just go watch the film. It's another song in Back to the Future, and how it links to me is the few people in my life that's really important, and I consider them my Earth Angel. One of them is my mother, and the other one is like the person that you're always with, and the one that you like to hang around with. Those are I think I googled lyrics, and it's about that.
So for those of you that don't know what Would You Rather is a game where you have two choices. You decide which one you'd rather do more or which one you'd rather do less. Because sometimes they're positive things to do, sometimes they're negative things to do. So Andy, I've given you some which are like a little bit like generic-y, but also some which are also related to Hong Kong and also related to yourself. So I thought a bit of a mixed bag. So let's begin with the first one. So Andy, would you rather be the funniest person in the room or the smartest person in the room?
I think I want to be the funniest person in the room because usually I'm not the smartest person. Yeah, I think being the funniest person is probably more interesting to me.
And yeah, I think I don't know, like it's tricky because I guess if you're smart, you can also be funny. I guess it's just deciding which one would you rather be. I think funny, laughter is universal. And sometimes when you're a bit smart, if someone's saying something and you're like, no, you're not right. Sometimes then people don't like that when they're like being corrected, do they? So sometimes it can rub people the wrong way if you're like, quote unquote, the smartest. Maybe being funny is the right call.
Yeah, I try to, when you're in a room full of people, I think sometimes making a few jokes that are appropriate for the environment that would be good. You don't always, obviously, it would be nice to be the smartest person in the room, but I think being one of the funniest ones is also good too.
Yeah. Although there's probably some places where you probably don't want to be the funniest one in the room, I'm sure. As you sort of said, there's some places where, right place, right time, I guess. Okay. Would you rather This is a bit, I don't know if it's a serious one or not. Would you rather be working in Hong Kong, so where you're at the moment, or working in the UK?
So I actually haven't really thought much about that because I've just been working in Hong Kong for the past 5 years. I have a lot of fond memories when I was in the UK, when I was working there as the junior doctor. Maybe I'd rather be working in the UK right now, but a lot of people might correct me. They might think working in Hong Kong is a good place to be, and it's really vibrant as a city. You get a lot of city life. Obviously, I want to be where I am in Hong Kong with my family and stuff, but sometimes I do miss like working in the UK and also hanging out with some of my friends after work and stuff. That's what would make me consider that working in the UK.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, I think a lot of people probably are finding challenges working in the UK, and I'm sure, it's not unique just to doctors. Just want to check, because you're a doctor in training in Hong Kong. Because now they've changed the name to junior doctors in the UK to resident doctors. What are doctors in training called in Hong Kong? Do they have a specific name or not really?
Oh yeah, they do. It's called a resident as well. It's the same now as the UK. And I'm a resident. I think the next step after the resident doctor is like you're a resident specialist if you've passed your specialist exams. And then after that, if you've done like enough work that you've proven for the college that you're with, say you're one of the members of the Hong Kong College of Family Medicine doctors, then you can become an associate consultant. And then after that, the next step is being a consultant. Yeah, I think it's the same, like being called a resident in Hong Kong and the UK. And I think the training, it's 3 years in the UK being a GP, and also the 6-year training in Hong Kong.
Yeah, so quite double the training length. Okay, next question. Would you rather have perfect hair or perfect teeth? And I'm not saying neither your hair nor your teeth are perfect, but if you had to choose between one or the other, what would you rather?
Rather have perfect hair. Having perfect teeth, they have to be perfectly white or something? I have no idea.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, what do they mean by perfect teeth? Because, actually, even though like people get their teeth whitened, that actually is not good for your teeth, because you're getting rid of the protective layer.
Yeah, like the enamel. How do you pronounce it?
Yeah, enamel. Yeah, the enamel. Yeah.
Enamel. Yeah, I think it's I don't know if it's an Asian thing, or I think, a lot of Asian people love, especially in Japan, like they love having their hair like being just really looking really neat and gelled up. I mean, I guess I do like it too. Get to look great every day with the shine and the grease and everything.
Maybe I should turn this to like, hair pro tips, and you give your advice on how to make your hair like absolutely spotless, because it's a shame that this show is only audio only, because I think people would be looking at your hair and be like, wowzers, that Andi Chan, he has the perfect hair.
A lot of people actually, when I'm working, they do comment on it, but then they always just say like, oh, have you been working so hard? Like, what? Because you have so many gray hairs. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I've just been getting them since I was young, like 21. I have to explain to people like it's genetic.
No, that's fair. And I think, Mummy, I don't know if you have this, you're going to have this issue in life, but I do have an issue, unfortunately, where I'm going to probably start, well, it's already started, to be honest, the receding hairline and that sort of stuff. Yeah, just getting ready for that, preparing for that, trying to minimize it as much as I can, but it's the inevitable, I'm afraid, for me. I don't know if you're going to have that issue later in life.
Maybe. Hopefully not too soon, but then I don't have it. Not just yet.
No, your hair is yeah. It's if it's not perfect, it's close to it. Would you rather be hitting the gym, or would you rather be going for a run? What would your choice be out of those two?
Oh, these questions are, I think I'd rather be, going for a run, actually, because lately I've been running a bit more, and I really enjoy the solitude that you get when you're running along the riverside. And just not thinking about anything, and then you can just put some headphones on, you can not think about things, maybe listen to the podcast to this podcast, or listen to the songs that you like, and just keep going. I think it's just like a mental exercise. You can just keep on running if you're not that tired, and you just keep pushing yourself. But obviously I enjoy the gym too. I enjoy lifting a bit of heavy weight, but not so much sometimes. When you get older, how I am right now, and people my age, your joints just hurt, and you just wonder whether you have like some sort of arthritis. That's like every day. Degeneration. It's just really common in people the same age as me or my age. Yeah.
Yeah, life of the 30s. That's something I've noticed as well. But no, you're looking. I mean, like I said, I wish it was a video show because, yeah, you've put in a lot of effort at the gym, and yeah, you're looking very well. And I just want to also check in Hong Kong. Are there any specific running events that happen or anything like that? Or
I think there are actually, like especially on Hong Kong Island. I actually personally haven't been to any of them, but I do know that I think in every weekday or possibly even in the weekends, like there are these run clubs that you can just go and join.
Okay, next one. Would you rather? Actually, this is the last one. Would you rather always experience Hong Kong's vibrant nightlife or explore its peaceful trails?
I think I would probably go for the peaceful trail walking rather than the nightlife, personally, because I've stopped, I don't know, some will say I'm a bummer for this, but I've stopped drinking alcohol for 2 years now. I only drink on special occasions, like during weddings and stuff. The last time I drank was at my friend's wedding, and the last time I drank was back in October 2024, when I was at my cousin's wedding. I didn't drink. I was holding out so much until that point. I kept telling everyone that I was sober, and then at around 11:20 p.m. I had 7 shots just in a row, and I don't remember anything after that. So that's why I don't drink. And the other time that I drank was, I think, a few weeks ago, back in my friend's wedding in Bali. I didn't drink from in between that time, in between weddings. So I'm not looking forward to the next wedding.
Fine. So you only drink when there's weddings. So you're the wedding drinker.
Yes. I like trail walking in the Hong Kong countryside, but I obviously like to explore it with my friends. And yeah, it's really boring if you go solo. I don't know if anyone goes solo. Usually, if you go solo, you might actually end up falling off a cliff.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd want to. I don't know if I'd want to, like, enjoy the vibrant nightlife solo as well. I don't.
I think the vibrant nightlife is actually, yeah, if you're into that kind of stuff, then maybe it would be for you. I think it's more vibrant now than maybe 2-3 years ago. Now it's definitely a lot more fun to go out. Yeah, it's a lot of young people. If you have a young mindset and a young body, then yeah, it is for you. I live life like a, I don't know, maybe 60-year-old man right now.
Fair enough. No, that's some good choices, and I agree with you for the majority of them, to be fair. Okay, let's go to the next song then. So, first song that you chose was Huey Lewis and the News Power of Love. That linked to the Penguins' Earth Angel, Will You Be Mine? How does that link to the third song that you've chosen?
Third song, Stand By Me by Oasis. I think, yeah, Stand By Me, I think I read the lyrics, and it's about when Liam Gallagher, the singer of Oasis, getting gastroenteritis when he first moved to London, and he was looked after, like, I think he was getting all these calls from his mother, like, concerning about his health, and linking it to the second song, Earth Angel, about my mother and about the person that's important in your life. They usually will stand by you, and in times of need.
Nice. So Oasis, Stand By Me, the third song on the Full Circle. Now, I want to ask you about our time at Paget, and I want to know what your thoughts are of working with all of us in the UK, because we just before we chatted, we just had a bit of a chat about it all.
There's a few people just that I remember, like GT. I don't know if you remember, and like your other friend Tandy Danjel, and maybe Benedict Sakrani. These people, like, I just remember these. You say there's a Dan Casey as well.
Yeah, and that was just really fun, and we had a really fun time. I think we all bonded a lot, didn't we? Because the hospital, I don't know if, there's some hospitals that are massive and there's some hospitals that are not, and that hospital is just tiny. And we all just sort of knew each other, didn't we? We all just sort of got along, and I think it brought a sense of community, didn't it? And I think we all just really stuck together, and it definitely made work in James Paget just really fun. I mean, how did you find your experience working there?
Yeah, same. Like when we were there, like the common room was like the area to go to after work, or like maybe even during work. Is the common room still there? It's just a really good place to hang out and maybe talk about some cases that actually needs talking about. Yeah, you have to like sometimes sleep overnight there as well if you're doing nights. You spend a lot of time like around that place. It just helped that people were actually really quite helpful and generally looked out for each other. I find that really nice. Obviously, James Paget Hospital is really far away. It's in Great Yarmouth. It does bring back a lot of more fun memories.
Fair play. I mean, my opinion, my view of it. I'm from Coventry. I went to uni in London, and I did not know Great Yarmouth until I got there. Like, so I only went there once on holiday, and I was a little bit concerned and a little bit skeptical about it. But actually, working at that hospital, some of my favorite times, like so many favorite moments. We'd have like, yeah, as you say, the mess. The common room, the doctor's mess, and we'd have like Pizza Friday. I remember that. That was fun. We'd always organise like events at the end of the week, and because we work quite hard. There's no denying we work quite hard. So then, because of that, we've got to like enjoy life. We've got to enjoy what we do, and I think that was really enjoyable, and I really like that aspect. I liked the work-life balance aspect of it as well, and everyone was very up for doing things, and even the consultants. There was no like, sometimes there's a bit of like a hierarchy feeling, and it didn't really feel like that there. Like all the consultants were up for going out with us and just chilling in the common room and just watching the TV and watching the football or watching the sports or whatever was on. I think I really enjoyed that.
I agree.
So yeah, after reminiscing about Paget, shall we move on to the next song? So Oasis, Stand By Me. What's the next song going to be?
The next song is Don't Stop Believing. So obviously the people that helped me when I was in toughest time, I think back in Hong Kong, I was doing my exam, maybe like able to stop believing in myself. So I had the licensing exam in 2019, and it's just basically loads of textbooks that I had to read, and I had to cram all the medical facts. That's what was possible, and the pressure was so intense. I just felt like it was really difficult to pass the exam. Felt like it was like the Olympics of medicine, but it's not that bad. But should have gotten a gold medal about it. Yeah, the OSCEs were really difficult as well. Like basically the clinical parts, I had to do some of the clinical parts and also some of the history taking in Cantonese, which I couldn't do that well back then because my Cantonese is a bit wobbly. I can speak it like really well now. Yeah, I felt like it was really difficult to get what the patients were saying and also what I was trying to say to them. But for now, it's all good.
Nice. Yeah, no, really good song. Journey, Don't Stop Believing. I think made famous by Glee, wasn't it? Is that fair? Do you know Glee?
Yeah. I like Glee. Glee is good. I haven't seen it for a while now. And wasn't the show disconnected or something?
I'm not gonna. I mean, I only know it's in Glee. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not actually seen it. I'm not actually a fan. Well, I can't say I'm a fan. I can't say I'm not a fan because I haven't seen it. But what I mean is I haven't seen it, so I don't know anything about it, to be honest. My partner Abby is a fan.
It was really funny, actually. I only remember watching a few episodes on like YouTube or something. I loved the song "Don't Stop Believing," and that's the connection to the third.
So sometimes with the full circle when I make it, I never like make it personal. I do sometimes make it personal. So sometimes I'll say, oh, I saw this band live and I really enjoyed them, another band. But I really like with your full circle how personal you're making it about yourself and about your experience in life and the link it has towards things that you've done and achieved. And I think that's really commendable. And I really like these links you're making, Andy.
Thank you. Some preparation for the full circle. I really like the show as well. I just think it's a good way of getting people to talk about like music and how it links with each song, and also you can talk about other things as well. And it's just like a more relaxed vibe to talk about things that you want to talk about with people that you like.
Yeah, no, thanks so much for being up for this, and thanks for making a full circle. And yeah, sorry for giving you homework about it. One of the things we do is the BuzzFeed quiz, and one of the things I'm really trying to get them to do is I'm really trying them to just guess things, and they always keep saying that they'll be able to guess the year I was born or the month I was born, or they'll be able, yeah. So I found one which is relatable to you, and actually I think it's quite good because maybe you can talk a bit about like how popular these food things are. But essentially it's eat some food in Hong Kong and we'll guess your age. So I'm just going to name some food items and then you've got to choose which one's your favorite. After we've done it, we'll see if it can get your age right. Now, do you want to share your age with everyone before doing it, or do you want to wait until the end? What do you think?
I can share my age. It's fine. I'm at the tender age of 36.
Because the way you said it earlier, I mean, 36 is still a young age. The way you said it earlier, you were like talking about how you're like old and stuff. I was like, no, but 36 is, still really young, no?
I just feel very old, like, because it ages you, working in a high stress environment and living in a fast paced city. Obviously, I'm not. I know I'm not that old, but you have to be more mature, like in the way you handle things. You're not 26 anymore. So yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, it's a good age.
Fair. Okay, so we're going to begin with a popular drink. Okay, so these are the choices. So Hong Kong style milk tea, ice lemon tea, sugarcane juice, or Chinese herbal tea. What would be your preference out of those four?
Yeah, Hong Kong style milk tea.
Okay, what makes that one like really good?
Just like the combination of the tea. They used condensed milk in these drinks for some reason. Oh, because like evaporated milk. They don't use like fresh milk like they have in the UK. But then there's a very distinct taste to it. It's quite sweet and it tastes really good. There's a good combination between the milk tea, the tea and the milk, and especially if it's iced, and it makes it even better for some reason. I just like iced drinks better than hot.
Nice. Okay. Right. Now it's choose a light starter, and you've got three options. You've either got the Hong Kong roasted chestnuts, lychee, or you have to go straight to the mains.
What is this quiz, man? Like, I'm going to choose the roasted chestnut.
That's your favorite.
Between the lychee and the roasted chestnuts, I'm going to choose the chestnuts. Yeah.
But you could go straight to the mains if you're like, nah, neither of those are for me.
No, I want some chestnut.
Pick a savory street snack. So you got curry fish balls, steamed dumplings, rice noodle rolls.
Curry fish balls.
Okay, what makes them the best one?
They're actually not like there's no fish. I don't think there's like a small percentage of actual fish meat within these fish balls, because it's like a very well-known street snack that you can get in Hong Kong, and it's relatively cheap. It's like $5. It used to be when I was younger. Obviously I know it's a lot more expensive now. That's how long I haven't been out, but $5 is like 50p in the UK.
I am sorry there, Andy. I am sorry. I don't know if this is going to change your answer. There's actually three more choices. I'm really sorry. So the extra choices are stinky tofu, Hong Kong tornado potato, or pork and shrimp dumplings. Do any of them outweigh the curry fish balls?
They actually do. Maybe the stinky tofu, actually. The stinky tofu is, I'll choose that because that's what my dad used to like when he was around, when he was like having it on the street. And I used to have it. It's like a fermented tofu.
Stinky, though, doesn't sound very appealing.
There's like a distinct smell to it, and it's because it's fermented. So it does smell like really rank. But if you actually bite into it, it tastes really good. It's basically deep fried tofu.
Okay, that's that one. Next one then. I'll read all of them next time. I'm really sorry. Right. Decide on a sweet street. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Decide on a sweet street treat. So we've got pineapple bun, egg waffles, egg tart, sweet tofu, dragon beer candy, and adzuki beans pudding cake. I really hope everyone knows what these things are.
Oh, it's okay. Like, no, this is quite tough actually. But yeah, the pineapple bun is going to be my favorite. I used to have that a lot when I was in primary school. When I was in Hong Kong, I used to have it in the mornings. You can also get like a really cold butter that you can slice into these buns, and when you take a bite, it's just really good because there's a good balance between salty and sweet at the same time, and also the coldness. But the egg waffles are also equally good. So it's a tough one, but I think I'm going to choose the pineapple bun. And the other ones, they're also really good. But I don't really eat those.
Fair, yeah. So your personal preference is the pineapple bun. Okay, next one. Stop by for childhood classic. Matsuda baby star noodles, shrimp flavored crackers, Orion fish crackers, Want rice crackers, 4C seaweed, or pot pan spring onion crackers? Did all of are these things all things you've had or know about?
Yeah, they're all things that I've had and I know about them. They're really popular in Hong Kong. They're all really good. I'm gonna have to say though, the baby star noodles, it's just like a noodle. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, it's like fried, crunchy instant noodles. It's really tasty. That's what I would choose.
Okay. How about a few extra sweets? So the choices are gem biscuits, Pocky, Sachema, or white rabbit candy. Do you know these?
Yeah, I know. The gem biscuits are like really old. They were like the sweets, the generation before me, like my mother's generation. The Pocky though, I'm gonna have to choose that. That's really good.
The gem biscuits look like, like those, correct me if I'm wrong, but it just looks like biscuits with like icing on top. And the Pocky looks almost like fingers, like, fingers in the UK. I don't know, like, is that a fair?
Yeah. It's a similar thing. It's basically it's like a thin piece of biscuit, rod-shaped biscuit with like chocolate dipped over it. It's from Japan and it's really good. I like that one. You can have loads of those.
This is the last one. Okay. So end the day with a cold, icy treat. So the choices are Kowloon Dairy's mochi ice cream, Cha Cha matcha and vanilla soft serve ice cream, Mobile Softy vanilla soft serve ice cream, or Hong Kong Emac and Bolios.
Oh, I'm gonna have to, yeah. If people actually knew what we were talking about, like with the pictures and stuff, it would be much easier. But I'm gonna have to choose the third one, the mobile softy vanilla soft serve ice cream. That's like a staple in Hong Kong street vendors for ice creams. It's like this van that's really recognizable, and they serve these like soft serve ice creams. I don't think it's particularly good, but it brings back a lot of childhood memories for people. I wouldn't actually choose the ice cream. They actually serve like the orange icy. The orange icy is like $5 again, and it's really good. I like the orange icy the most from that van, so I'm gonna choose that one.
Okay, let's lock that in and let's see what they think your age is. Okay. They haven't given you an exact number, but they think that your age, and I don't know if you'll be happy or less happy, they think you're between 25 to 30 years old.
Maybe maybe my mental age has regressed a little bit. Yeah, possibly. I'm not actually too fussed about that. I'm quite like, you know what? Yeah, sounds about right. Maybe like you have to minus the COVID years.
Yeah, then it'll be spot on, wouldn't it?
Yeah, maybe like 4 years. Actually, no, I'll still be 32.
That's true. Yeah, well, how about 25 to 30 is what they think your physical age is. Yeah, let's go for that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, did that bring back a lot of memories? Those things. I must admit, I don't know many of those things, but like, is that just like classic Hong Kong food?
That is like classic. As classic as you can get. Like in the UK where you get like Jaffa cakes or jammy Dodgers. What other ones are there? Like those are the ones that I really like in the UK. And Walker's, like, cheese and onion crisps. Essentially the same, like for people in the UK. Yeah, those snacks bring back a lot of good memories. Yeah, I had loads of them when I was in primary school. They're really tasty. And then I stopped because I went to the UK. I had to have all these British snacks. My favorite though has to be Watsons. That's just the best.
Fair. I must admit, I didn't really find it that nice, but I also didn't like the way it like left like a weird smell on your fingers.
I loved it. Like, just that's the best part.
Fair enough. Okay, so Journey, Don't Stop Believing. How does that link to the last song that you've chosen on the Full Circle?
Don't Stop Believing made me able to pass my exams, like where go through the obstacles and stuff. Everything was lifted basically, and like the weight of my shoulders essentially propelled me into the grind, non-stop work and grind of the Hong Kong intern housemanship. Non-stop. The song by Drake is basically about the hustle and non-stop grind of Drake in pursuit of his musical career. Obviously, it's not the same as mine. I feel like I just listen to that song all the time. because it came out in 2018. I was still listening to it in 2020. The beat is good. It's got a good bass. The lyrics they don't really make sense, but basically link towards the non-stop grind, non-stop work that you have to put in every day to try and do what you need to do. Try and be who you can be.
Nice. So the last song is Drake, Non-Stop. I'll put the clean version on the playlist. Okay, how do we then... Okay, let's complete the full circle then. So how does Drake, Non-Stop, link to the first song that you've chosen, Huey Lewis and the News, Power of Love?
Non-stop grind, able to work in my profession that I was in the UK, basically goes back to 2015. Because The Power of Love, the song, is based in Back to the Future. When Marty goes to the future, it's in 2015, October 21st. And 2015 was the year that I graduated. Yeah, goes back to the start of my foundation year 1, where I was a junior doctor. Hasn't stopped grinding since. That's the full circle.
Hence completing the full circle. Thanks so much, Andi. That, incredible songs. And I just like the way that you've linked it towards personal things and also things you enjoy, like Back to the Future, and also linking it to your exams and life as a doctor and just life in general. Andi, we are approaching the end of the show. Was there any words that you wanted to share? Was there any sort of advice, any feelings, Andy's advice, or anything that you were like, I really want to get this off my chest and I want to share this with the Full Circle Nation?
I do have something, yeah. Like a thing that most people know already, but if you really want something in your life, you should just go for it and just don't give up. No matter what other people tell you, just keep going.
That's some very wise words indeed. Maybe I'll have to change Abid's words of wisdom to Andy's words of wisdom. Or maybe I'll do Andy's advice and every so often just get you to record some advice, and that can complement Abid's words of wisdom, because those are very good words. And I completely agree. Like, if you've got goals, if you've got ambitions, if you've got the drive to do something, do it. And that's what I've chosen to do this podcast. Like, I used to do it as a radio show, used to do it live. And then I just wanted to bring it back and just share, have conversations with people who I haven't, spoken to in years, like yourself, but also just do something different and do something a little bit more fun. It's been a pleasure to have you on, and it's been really fun to do this with you. So thanks so much for being up for this, and thanks so much for taking up your time to just catch up and be part of the Full Circle.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure to be on the show. You're doing really well. So thank you for having me.
No, thank you, Andi, and you're smashing it in Hong Kong, and really hope that when you're next back in the UK, hopefully we can have a face-to-face catch-up and reminisce about our time in Paget, and also just have a catch-up over the last 8 years or so. Just one more thing that I've got to do: stay safe. Don't eat beef.